Created Inc. stock CRTD appears to be improving, or rather probably has an improving medium-term trend within a longer-term bullish uptrend. So as at the close of the session of the 16th of July 2021, it closed at $3.19, and as we can see, some figures are moving over there. We have a 1.4 million shares that have crossed the tape in this pre-market session, which is currently below average. We have a relatively small float or shares outstanding of 11.774 million shares, 11.774 million shares, market cap 37.6 million, up by about, let's look at it, up by roughly 18.81%. So that is why we say it is in the medium term, it is improving, even though as at the close of that session of the 16th of July, it was in a bearish medium term trend within a bullish upturn trend. So right now this is what's going on live. It's currently up at $3.76 and 18.18% extension. Momentum is slightly waning. That's the 14 period slow stochastic oscillator, and the stock is also below. Okay, it has just retraced below its 10-day moving average. This is based on the live 1 minute model. So this is what's going on right now live in the pre-markets concerning Created Inc. So the RSI is, indicating a modest figure of 49.72. Not sufficiently bullish itself. It's just tepid, just in between, just right on the mark between bearish and bullish. So it's just modestly in between the two polar sides of being bullish or being bearish. So that's what the RSI is indicating, 49.72. We have yes, MACD below the signal line, because the stock has retraced below the 10-day moving average. For some reason it tends to act that way, but based on this 1 minute model, all the signals are, all the longer term signals, that is all the longer term moving averages, rather the medium term and the longer term moving averages are very much bullish, but the other ones, the 10-day and the 20-day, are getting bearish now. But the stock is it's been fluctuating between, I think, between 15% and 20% since we started to observe what was going on with it. So it's now up 18.81%. Quite volatile at the moment. Quite volatile. We saw 16%. Now we're looking at 18%. So if we have to return here, we can see that the let's see if we can get a 10-day volatility. We have it 126.77 volatility for the last 10 days, which is not so high. We have seen figures in the range of up to 600% for certain stocks. So there isn't really any news out there concerning Created, and it seems this folks at Pulse 20 have it that it's there's no fundamental news driving the stock price up today. Retail investors on social media platforms like Reddit, StockTweets, Twitter, and Discord appear to be driving the rally. So it's pretty much a case of momentum, and also the fact that a relatively high percentage of the float is shorted, which potentially creates a short squeeze opportunity. So a bullish implication based on the high shorts volumes, and the prospect of a short squeeze and momentum. When you combine all of that, that may be the reason why Created is up. I'd say at some point it was up 35%, but we are looking at only 18.5% right now in this pre-market session of the 19th of July 2021. Momentum is improving, currently at 66.67, and also the RSI has also notched up to 55.06, and I think the MACD is going to at some point cross over the signal line. At the moment, the stock has surpassed, yes, it has surpassed the 10-day moving average, and all of those moving at 10 and 20-day moving averages, they might begin to look up anytime soon. The next target will be the 10-day volume weighted average price. So let's see if we can, yeah, okay, let's see if we can just put a extension and retracement level there and see what things are going to be like. Let's see. So let's pick it up from this low. This is the lowest low it has had in this pre-market. So if we do that and we extend it from all the way down to where it closed at as at the 19th of July, so we can see it is now trading in between the 100% and the 161% extension levels. That is where it's currently trading at right now, and it's just waning slightly. Has got some resistance from the 3.8385 level, and has now pulled down to 3.8. So all of these are going on in the live pre-market session for, as it concerns Created Inc. Yes, it's the momentum is, I think, is improving. It's still there. It's still there, at least above 60. Now has extended to $3.83, a 20% extension right now. So Created Inc. is on the move in this pre-market session. It has shrugged off the sell-off that is going on in the broader market. The S&P futures has also continued to retrace, but Created Inc. is has an opportunity for market participants to get involved and see what they can make out of the bullish implications as it concerns the short volumes concerned on the stock. So we're looking at an extension of 19.12% now. The stock has just started to wane slightly. It's currently trading in between its 100% and 161.8% extension levels based on the way we plotted it. So it's not universal. It's only unique to us. This retracement, this Fibonacci grid, we just plotted this based on our own approach towards it. So momentum has just waned right now. It's now down to 62.5, but still above 60. RSI still holding at above 50 at 55.68%. All of these are going on in the live pre-market session of the 19th of July 2021. It closed at 3.19% in the pre-market session, in the session of the 16th of July. So the gain is now at 17.87. So the stock is at 3.76. I think it's pretty much volatile in this pre-market session. It's pretty much volatile here, but we have to also point out that there is no guarantee that Created will continue to extend in the main session of the 19th of July. There's no guarantee. The market could open and all of these gains we are looking at right now, which is 18.18%, they could all fizzle out and disappear. Also know that it closed the session of the 16th of July down 9%. So there isn't any guarantee that this extension we're looking at right now will be sustained. And there's no guarantee, and there isn't any guarantee, and all it takes is a position, a relatively large position to be taken off for this stock to retrace. Well, that's all it takes. So regardless of the clamor to remain there, remain strong and don't sell and all that stuff, but any position, any relatively large position that is closed can also deflate this extension we're looking at right now. so which is at 81.81%. So the stock is at 3.79%. All of these are going on in the live pre-market session of the 19th of July 2021, and they're looking at the 1 minute model. This is the closest you can get to what's going on with the stock. So it has moved up its extension to 19.12% now. So but pretty much it's been moving sideways. Once it's reached this high of, I think once it opened, it's just gapped up all the way up to 4.0537, and has just pulled back and has been moving sideways since that time. So pretty much of this pre-market session, I think it has been moving sideways. Even though we saw it pull back and it got a support at the 3.7% level, so 3.702 level, and sprang up from there, reached 3.82, but all in all, it's still just a very much a sideways movement at the moment. So Created is currently up in this pre-market session. Just know what you're doing if you really want to get involved. There's no guarantee that this extension is currently experiencing now will be sustained. And as at now, also based on what we are looking at right now, with this roughly 19% extension, it has just rallied above, but definitely, or rather close to its 200-day moving average. Close to that, probably above some of the averages. It might be above them with this rally. So let's look at the daily model and see if we can have a better picture of what's going on there with this 3.77% dollar, sorry, this 1.18% extension, which puts it at 3.77. It means it's currently trading above its 20-day moving average, but below the 10-day moving average. The 10-day moving average is at 3.95. That gives you an idea of how much the stock rallied before it started to pull back. And indeed, it's regardless, if you remove what's going on right now, this 18.18%, the stock is in a bearish downtrend. It's in a bearish medium term trend. So yeah, it's at the same time, the fact that you have the 10-day moving average trading above it at the moment, it just tells you that you may have retraced quite rapidly of late. So but with this extension we're looking at right now, it will be trading above the 20-day moving average and above the 50-day moving average, and not above the 200-day moving average. So it's a mix of things. It's a mix of just lying in between moving averages at the moment. So if you really want to get involved with the stock, just as always, be careful, know what you're doing. There's no guarantee that this will run. There's no guarantee that this will be a very good session for the 19th of July. There's no guarantee it will run up and exceed 20% and probably double this extension it has right now. There's no guarantee at all. What is certain is that those who have the privilege of trading it right now have already made some money. So be careful out there, know what you're doing. Thank you very much for watching this video.